sound check. Welcome back to a level 11 true crime. Mama D coming at you in the house. All right, you guys, we're going to pull some cards. I've got my 11 true crime mini deck, and this is one of our favorites. I thought we'd start with that today. And we're going to stay in Tucson, Arizona. We'll be talking about Nancy Guthrie and her abduction, and I want to know what comes out. Now, if you didn't see my last video about February 1st is a major holiday for witches. I know, you're like, wow, we just can't seem to get away from that in the Nancy. I know. Okay, so anyway, I want to see what kind of cards come out that would give us an understanding. We know that they planned this event. They were already on camera January 11th, allegedly. We see the shot. We've been told that's January 11th. And then January 31st, they return, which is actually, they don't. They return February 1st, which is the major embolic witch holiday. And I'm like, okay, we've seen the devil come out in the cards. I want to just understand more about why does God, that's who I rely on, is God. I don't rely on random spirits and so forth. Somebody said, quit saying that Jesus talks to me. Y'all, that is not your business. If I say Jesus talks to me, Jesus talks to me. You can believe it or not, but don't tell me not to talk about it. Wasn't that the problem with Jesus? He was saying God talked to him and that God's his father, and everybody's like, don't say that. Don't say that, Jesus. You're just a guy. Well, sometimes, you have to realize that everybody can talk to Jesus. We have a direct line. How about that one? But we'll say God. But anyway, that's the only source I rely on. I am not a psychic. I don't play one on TV. I am not a medium. I do not talk to the dead. So welcome in my live audience. I will get on to the reading right away after. Oh, okay. Well, maybe not. No, wrong screen, you guys. Too many buttons. But, as we go here, I will keep this reading pretty short. I want to get into your questions, which will be our next live. I want to see what comes out with why February 2nd for Nancy Guthrie. Why February? I said February 2nd, and it's not. It was February 1st. Why February 1st? Okay. This might not be the deck. I'm feeling like something's got to come out here. There's something about to just spill out. But it's not this deck. All right. I just wanted to, I just felt it wasn't. I want to understand. We're going to go back to our True Crime Oracle deck. That wasn't the deck this time. Sorry, guys. I just could tell the energy wasn't connecting. All right, my lovelies. Army nurses in the house. Good to see you. Hi, Joyful Dolphin. Okay. Let's get into... There it is. There it is. So a couple chose it, right? We're talking about why February 1st with Nancy Guthrie. Hi, Bunny D. Thank you, Mary. So we're talking about a couple. How interesting. Because you know who I think it is, but that's okay. We have a couple. What else do we have as a clue? Drugs and poison. I've often thought that the reason there was no struggle with Nancy Guthrie in her home, because that's what they say, is that she was out of it. Like unconscious, because she had been drugged. So she was heavily sedated or something along those lines, or possibly even worse. Let's see what else we have. Why February 1st? Keep in mind, the only couple that Nancy Guthrie saw that evening would allegedly be Tommaso and Annie. Now remember, everything is alleged. Take it as entertainment purposes only if you choose. I'm not saying anybody is guilty, but in my opinion, this couple is somebody that she's very familiar with. Faked death. How interesting. Faked death. Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something? It is interesting that we have the desert sand there with the gecko. That's a head scratcher for sure. Now I got to understand that. I'm going to take the Truth Oracle. I just want to understand more about the couple. Oh. Okay, yeah, I said sedated, right? Isn't that what happened to Snow White? Wasn't it a poison apple? And it says wisdom, death, sexuality, and joy, but it says apple. And didn't the witch, you know what I'm saying, witch, give Snow White, the old hag, the crone, the witch, the stepmother, didn't she give Snow White the poison apple? So to me, it feels like they chose this based on, I'm just going intuitively with witch because that's what came up to mind when I think of poison apple is Snow White and the poison apple, and that was a witch giving her something to ingest that was poisonous, that made her sleep and maybe appear dead but wasn't. Why February 1st? Show me this fake death and what this means. Addiction, drug, alcohol, obsession, toxic attachments. Drugs all over. So I do believe that they sedated her. I think they sedated her. We have the poison, we have the apple, that could be food. Okay, then we have the fake death with addiction, which could actually be, drugs. It says drug, alcohol. It could be that she was sedated to the point that she appeared dead when she wasn't. Interesting. All right. I said I wouldn't go forever on this read because I want you guys to ask your questions, which will be on the next live. Let me understand why February 1st was chosen. Why did the perpetrators choose February time? That's the time. It was the specific time. This is astrology. This is the wheel. Remember, I told you in the, what is that? Let me look it up again so I get the words right. I'll just reopen it and I'll show you why. We're getting hard answers here. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. We are getting the exact answer. You see this? I told you. The wheel of the year. Aquarius. Symbolic. We are getting direct answers. Because this wheel looks almost identical to this wheel. So this is telling me that the couple is celebrating the symbolic holiday, which means they are witches. Can't even make it up. That's why. What was their intent with Nancy Guthrie? To lay her to rest. To lay her to rest. Four of Swords. This person has been laid to rest on a coffin. Their swords are down because they have no more words. Words. Swords. They have no more words ever to speak. They are in a church laid to rest. Four of Swords. I ask what the person's intent of abducting Nancy was, and that is to lay her to rest. This is a hit. Show me this apple, and let's move this down. Drugs and poison. The Chariot, car ride, right? This is a vehicle. This is transportation. It's also the win-win. It's also Cancer energy. Annie is Cancer. Could be anybody, but Annie Guthrie is Cancer energy. We have 10 times stabbed in the back. Total betrayal and death. I'm asking about drugs and the apple. Why the drugs and the apple? To win. To have acclimates. It has to do with ego. This person has not been getting acclimates, and they think that they can get rid of this issue with a poison apple, and then they'll get the attention that they deserve. They can do their life, and they can be victorious, but it has to be after. So here's that wheel of setting your intent, making your sacrifice for the year in the witch world, laying the person to rest, and then that way you get victory over your life. You get the acclimates, the ego, you get the, freedom. And your own destiny becomes yours. It's taking ownership in a sense of this crossing over into a new world for yourself. This person is celebrating, and these people are at a celebration, a partnership, and they're entering a new part of their life. But it's only after the passing of this phase of their life, which we have the embolic February 1st. Then we have the passing of this person. Then we have celebration because of the path that they now have open to them. Queen of Swords. This is all truth. Show me what else we need to see, and thank you. Page of Swords. Queen of Truth came out. So we definitely have our back to something. We're not seeing something. Here's how I know. We have the truth spoken, which is what we're doing now. We're speaking what we believe to be the truth. We have the hand up. Come at me, come at me, come at me. Tell me things on the upright. Tell me proper. Don't come at me sideways. Let me get it back in view for you. Hold on a minute. I got the chat line right on our, let me see, there. But we also have this Page of Swords. Now, for the person that said my board is too busy and they can't see what the cards are, do you notice I hold them up? You can clearly see them. So, anyway, Page of Swords is a detective. This is somebody that needs to dig deeper. It's looking deeper into something. What is he looking at? He's looking back at the scenario. But the Queen of Swords, which if we're the truth speaker, we are not seeing it. Our back is to this information. So we're going to ask. What, my neighbor's out there with a big truck. What is this information that we're not seeing? Something's regrettable. There are spilt cups that we're not seeing, but there are 2 cups standing. Spilt. Something spilt. Regret. 5 of Cups. Give us more of a clue. The timing. This is the timing card. This is considered divine timing card. This is timing. So the timing is a clue. And we're just seeing it. It's digging deeper into the timing which we did do a deep dive today. How interesting. Anything else that we're not seeing in the Nancy Guthrie case that we should be seeing? Thank you. A travel card. A world card. Closing down the cycle. The divine timing. Interesting. All right, you guys, I'm coming up top side. So I feel pretty strongly, and I'll let you be the judge, but when we're looking at that wheel, which is the wheel of the year in the previous video, it's the Aquarius, and it's showing us the embolic. This is the witch's wheel. It's embolic. It's Aquarius is a sign of Nancy. It's in the sign of Aquarius. And then I asked directly why February 1st, and I get the Wheel of Fortune. Can't make it up. I'll let you draw your own conclusion. You know what I'm saying. But does it make me feel a certain kind of way? Yes, it does. I feel like I've been, in my mind, in my belief, that was very confirming. Very confirming that it's the timing. We also got the Seven of Pentacles, which is all about timing. Very specific timing. So, if I had to guess, the timing was about the Wheel of the Year, the witch's time frame. I don't know. All right, my lovelies, it is just about time for us to jump. I told you it was going to be quick. It's going to be time for us to jump on over. And we will come together again. Follow the money. I don't think it's about money. You can say that, but I think it's about not wanting to, it's kind of like they didn't want the responsibility anymore. They wanted their life. They wanted to be able to do things that weren't held back. And that's what it looks like to me. But you could be right. You said, something tells me they lived above their means. I agree with that. And asked Nancy for money, and she said no. She was tired of consistently giving them money to pay for their lifestyle. All right, you guys, are you ready? The timing was right, but what went wrong? Good question. Make sure and ask on the next video. All right, we're going live in just a minute, and I will see you over there where you get to ask the questions. It's open to all subscribers. Doesn't cost a thing. It's absolutely free to subscribe. If you choose to be a member, you'll see the word join. Then that's the members, and that is paid. But just to be a subscriber, totally free, and it'll let you it'll give you the hall pass into the next live. All right, my lovelies, that answered my question like right there. It really did, like point blank. I don't see the reason to pull the read any longer. I will see you again in just a minute. Love you. To the moon and back. Bye for now.
From the dust I was born, to the dirt I shall return. When my eyes are closed, in the shadows, my enemies will think that